Happy Tuesday, everybody. Okay, so I am going to show you how I do my pork belly. I usually buy the great big long slabs of pork belly at Costco, and then I slice it up or section it up into like that's probably 4 or 5 inches wide sections, and I do them separately. But right here I have just an aluminum pan lined with some heavy duty aluminum foil because I want the bottom to be able to not get too crispy, but I want the fat cap really crispy. And I'll hit it with the broiler toward the end. I have my oven set at 245 right now. This is going to be in there for some time. I want to make sure that I make it nice and tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt y'all down and show you how I do it. Alright guys, here is the pork belly, and I just lay it in here like this. Let me rinse my hands. Okay, I'm going to use the Redmond's Real Salt organic seasoning salt on here. I was using just the Redmond's original, what is this one? This is the Ancient Fine Sea Salt, but I kind of like it with just a little bit of flavor, so I'm just going to go ahead and just coat the top of this. I've stopped using black pepper because of the oxalate dumping, and actually I'm feeling pretty good. What I should have done was did this side first. I'm going to go ahead and season the back side. Not as much as the fat cap though. Tilt this on its side here, pick it up. That's on the bottom, so it gets on the sides. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the aluminum foil and I'm going to pull it right up close to the side. And then I'm going to fold it, because what I want it to do is I want it to render, but I don't want to overcook the sides of the pork belly. So we're just going to do that. This is pretty much already right up close. But, okay, this is going to go in the oven. I'm going to say about 3 hours. I'll check it in about 3 hours, and then I'll bring y'all back to see the end result. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and I'll be right back to discuss the weight. Gotta get my coffee. Black, as always. The weather here in Virginia this past weekend was absolutely beautiful. We were high 50s and the 60s. It was warm and sunny, and it felt amazing outside. Well, after a while, you had to be in a t-shirt. But it was beautiful, nonetheless. Some yard work needed to be done because we're coming up on spring, especially here in Virginia, so at some point it's going to be quite warm here. So I got the brilliant idea to go outside and trim back some of the bushes, haul them away, do some yard work, pretty intense, laborious work. That was on Saturday. Sunday, well, back up. I did do some edging on Saturday. Because our ground is so soft, I figured, you know what, let's do some edging while the ground is soft, because it's such a pain in the neck to do when the ground is pretty hard. So I started that on Saturday. I was feeling pretty sore by Saturday night. Sunday, I went out and did some more edging. Way more edging. And by Sunday night, by the time I was going to bed, I felt like somebody had beat me up. I was sore. And the more I look into rheumatoid arthritis, that is what's been giving me the flare-ups and the swelling. And yesterday I was supposed to do a weigh-in. And I knew as soon as I woke up yesterday morning, the number on the scale was going to be awful. And it was. I was 213 throughout the whole week up until Monday morning. Guys, in 2 days, I had put on 2.8 pounds. 2.8 pounds. in 2 days. Obviously, it's not fat gain. It was inflammation from being outside doing all that yard work. So I had gone right back to the number I had started at on January the 9th. So I was 215.8. But all weekend, and I don't know how many of you guys watch Carnivore Quest, but they talk about where they started to hit that meat wall where they were having an aversion. And for the last few days, including yesterday, I was having that, you don't feel like eating anything, especially when you're doing carnivore and you start to get that, if I even put a piece of meat in my mouth, it's going to be awful. I didn't actually start to feel a little bit of hunger until about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And I had pulled out ribeye steaks Saturday, I believe, but because I was so tired from doing all that work on Saturday, sorry, my dishwasher's running if you can hear that, I just didn't feel like firing up the grill. And I don't use propane, I use charcoal or wood. I cook on fire. I just didn't feel like eating them. So I had the family defend for themselves, and then Sunday, no, it was Sunday. Sunday, I ended up eating one of the ribeye steaks. So, yeah. So this morning, I got on the scale. And I was drinking a lot of water yesterday, too. I felt incredibly dehydrated, so I was urinating a lot. So this morning when I got on the scale, this is what it was. I knew you would be hungry and thirsty. Give me a second, okay, honey? So 212, even. Now I'm wondering what I would have been had I not been outside doing all that yard work. No matter. I'll take it. I'll take the pounds. So today I'll be eating some of the pork belly. I am still not feeling hungry, which is great because it's shutting off all that internal dialogue. You gotta eat, you gotta eat, you gotta eat. So yeah, I'll probably end up maybe eating some, what was I gonna eat? I have some canned chicken in there, so I may eat some chicken salad. I haven't decided yet. I actually ended up not having a keto day yesterday. I just wasn't feeling up to eating anything at all yesterday. Oh, it wasn't Sunday. I had the steak. See, I got my days all screwed up. Last night, Monday, I ate the steak. I'm all discombobulated, you guys. All right, let me get this kid something to eat. And then I'll be back in later on to show you guys the finished product of the pork belly. And then I'm going to let you know what my plans are for February. So stick around, guys. I'll be right back. All right, it seems as though it's going to take the pork belly just a little bit longer. It's in the oven still. I'm going to go ahead and do some bacon chips. I've never done the bacon chips before, and I'm really wanting some bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and cook some bacon chips. Okay, let's talk about my plans for February. I think what I'm going to try to do in February is 1 meal a day. I was going to do alternate day fasting, but I don't think I want to do that yet. If I just so happen to end up doing, you know, a full 24 or 36 hour fast, that's fine. But I don't want to commit to an entire month of alternate day fasting. So I think I'm just going to try to do 1 meal a day and try to get all my fat and protein in one meal. It's going to be tough because it's hard to eat a lot of protein in one meal. Okay, I'm going to let that start to get going. At the end of this video, I will likely post a picture of the finished pork belly. I don't know that I'm going to eat it today. I kind of like to let it set overnight and then slice pieces off of it the next day and then throw it in the air fryer and crisp it up that way. So I think I'm going to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to cook off some bacon. I did break my fast, which I guess kind of turns into a little bit of a keto day for me. Is I had some leftover crab salad that was in there. Not much, maybe a cupful. I ended up eating that to break my fast, and that was at about 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, so around noon. Yeah, around about 10 minutes to 12, so it was about 40 minutes ago. No, over an hour ago, so. Anyway, alright, so that's my plans for February, is to do one meal a day, best I can. The end of next month, we're going camping, which is going to be tough. Camping is always tough, but I'm going to do my very best to stay carnivore, if not ketovore. Alright guys, that's going to do it today. I will be back in on Monday, hopefully Monday or Tuesday next week. Likely you'll see this tonight, which is Tuesday, January 31st. So starting tomorrow, I will be OMAD, and I'm going to try to document throughout the whole week, at least pictures anyway, of what I eat, and then come Monday or Tuesday, I'll go ahead and post another video. So thank you guys so much for coming in and sharing with me. If you're new, please subscribe and follow this crazy, now carnivore journey. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back, you guys, and hanging out with me, and I appreciate you so much, and I love you, and I will see you